Karma the information and she'll post it and see if you get a bite on a national level. Again, we're all about online. I was just talking about our members. Our member page is really, really cool. I have a lot of fun playing with it, trying to do new things that the old website couldn't do. There's really a lot you can do. It's not exactly like Facebook, but it really is interactive to where you can create your profile and share it with other people in your group that you set up. Community forums, again, that's the, you can start a forum. So with like LinkedIn, you can start a dialogue of a discussion, and then as people sign into IPMA's website, they can be able just to see that notice and be able to respond, and you can start a dialogue back and forth. So Louisiana, Pennsylvania, California, Utah, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, and Idaho. And then right now we are on regional meeting number 3 out of 6, so we still have the road trip, still goes to Fort Worth, Charlotte, and St. Louis. Very excited. James Bronny. James Bronny is one of the co-founders of IPMA, 1964. So the scholarship, the purpose of that is to be able to help support a student or anyone who is wanting to go into the graphic art or some sort of a printing genre or profession. And this scholarship helps fund that part of the education. Or if you are wanting to be scholarship to a conference, that's also what that scholarship helps out with. Again, networking, it's unlimited. The great thing, when I went to the conference in Charleston, that was my first conference, I didn't know what to expect. And so I go to this conference, there's a whole sea of people with a lot of information, educational sessions, and I walked away with a huge family. I feel like I can go to any key spot in the nation, call upon one of my IPMA friends and say, hey, I'm in town, you want to go catch a dinner or whatever. And 9 times out of 10, they may say, hey, I have an extra room, you want to just bunk up for one night and then you're on your way the next morning. That's the kind of openness that we have. It's just awesome. Samples are valuable to you in your design. Again, we can pass information back and forth, knowing that we can share. I call a lot of people down at Oklahoma University. I'll call the graphic designers and say I'm having issues with either InDesign or Photoshop, and they'll give me some great tips. I love it. We're able to provide surveys. We're benchmarking, so if you want to know how you are doing against other implants, you can be able to provide information, and we can push that out to the rest of the IPMA membership and get feedback and be able to see how you are in line with everyone else. Not a competition, see where you are and where you may want to make some adjustments. Okay, who's certified? Someone said they're certified. Anyone else? Which certification are you?
CGCM.
Which is Certified Graphics
Communication
Management. We're at CMM, Certified Mail Manager. This is very, very notarized. If you got that following your title, that's great in the mail and print industry. And so I'm going to try and go for it this year. I hope I get it. Was it intense?
Very intense.
What are some things that you can pass along that you experienced through studying or whatever?
I got my certification about 15 years ago, so I'm on my research right now. But it was up to 8 hours at that time test in 5 sections that you had to know across the printing industry. So study.
Things have changed though. It's about 5.5, 6 hours now because everything's online. But still, study. So again, awards. We have awards from Best of Show to Innovation to In-House Promotion. We really like to promote what you're doing in your industry, what you're doing in your university. What can your machines do? And it's great when we can be able to say, hey, this came from Konica Minolta's product, and you just won Best of Show. How cool is that for you guys? To be able to have an implant that's pushing your product and pushing out awards with that. And so we award all the awards at the Wards Assembly the last night of conference. So here we are. We wanted to start a marketplace and be able to sell, and that way if you guys are really excited about IPMA, you guys can carry wares proudly. I think I can invest in them because I've got a lot of apparel through them. But they're great. They're comfortable. These are Port Authority jackets. These are dry fit, materials, so breathe easy. But we're just trying to find other ways to be able to get our name out. So who are our IPMA members? There's no one specific. We have implants, that are in, the religious sector. We got, Briggs and Stratton. They're in the manufacturing. We have suppliers. It's all across the board. So we've gone to a single pricing for membership to a tier level. So if you're in a fairly small print shop like I am, like 1 to 2 people, even up to 4, we could be either, if we do an individual price, it's like $300. I don't know if it's indicated here on the back here. No, it does not list it on the membership. But if you have, like up to 2 people, you can pay $500. Or up to 4, it's $750. 3 to 7, it's $1,000. 4 to 10, it's $1,250. And then tier 5, which is unlimited, I mean, a very huge shop. That's like OU, which has 7,500 payroll. That's 1,500. We're trying to find ways to be able to attract more people, but yet save you guys money at the same time. And so you can always reach us either at the web or ipma.info@ipma.org, or you call the headquarters. Any quick questions?
When was that conference that you went to?
When?
You said that first one that you went to. Developed new fans.
That was 2011 in June in Charleston. It was fantastic. That's where I got the alligator picture too. I didn't know what to expect when I went there, and when I walked away was a huge, huge family. And so I'd love to extend that relationship, that bridge, up to you guys too as well. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I think we wanted to do a quick verbiage on the augmented reality. Is that correct, Barbara?
Yeah, Jim, just tell how they get it.
Did you guys see the slide that was posted up there? So who has an iPhone or an Android phone? Yeah, everybody. Okay, good. So if you just go to the App Store and search for Printergize, and what you'll see is when you launch the App Store, yeah,
It's right there.
right there, where it says Printergize. And so what you do is you load the application, and then take your handy iPhone, and basically all you have to do is hold it up in front of the whatever image it is. Like a little P on here. The things that have the P on it are actually activated with the.
That would be the.
And hold on for a second here. We'll launch this thing up. And what you'll see is when it launches up, you've got this really cool Aurasma logo on here. Aurasma is the augmented reality engine. I'm sorry. It's the augmented reality engine that resides behind our Printergize front end. And there are 20,000 companies using Aurasma as the augmented reality engine to drive the experience. So it's as much of it as an industry standard as you're going to find. QR codes are pretty standard in how they handle the information. This is a little bit different. You actually have to have the right application for it to work. And if you hold that in front of it, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but in a second, you'll start to see some balls come flying through there. There we go. I don't know if you can see that or not.
I can.
Yeah. So when we get done here, if anybody wants to get up close and personal with this, we've got some other samples up here we can work with you on. But the point of it is that in order to get to that video through a normal web experience, you're going to have to navigate through several different menus typically to get to that. And this actually pushes the information out as opposed to having you go in and dig it out and find it. It's pretty cool stuff.
Okay?
So, wait, I got a question. So you're saying that, how do, I walk up and I see that P there, and I'd heard about this,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, I'd like to do that. So how do I get this, on the fly, get the app and all that stuff?
Well, typically you'll see something on whatever piece it is that will have a byline on there that says,
Okay.
download the app ad, or search for the app ad.
Got it.
So
Yeah, there's a QR
locations,
code that you take.
like the Giants or the
Right.
Dodgers, they have a whole marketing campaign and it talks about downloading the app.
Got it.
And then you see that symbol on all the pieces in the stadium, and you know those pieces have augmented reality tied to them.
So you'd almost have another piece of signage sitting there.
Exactly.
Okay.
As they walk in.
As they walk in.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can have links within links. So for
Oh,
example,
yeah.
with this store, it'll take you to the video of the store, and inside that video, there's a button that says, go to the web store. So you can touch the button and then buy stuff.
Yeah, we've got some other displays. If you're interested, I can launch my laptop later on and we can go through some of that.
Difficult setup?
What's that?
Difficult setup?
No, because, well, difficult to set up on the back end?
Yeah.
No, all I have to do is provide us the content, and we send you the links and link it together. It's like it's on the cloud, it's a cloud-based system. So basically, if you create the content, send it to us, we load it up, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I could create a link back to that water bottle right now. If I had a video that I wanted to link to that, I could do it in about 3 or 4 minutes. So it's not that hard. Developing rich content.